All right, y'all. All right, all right, all right, all right. Ain't nobody got time for them mind games. I just unsubbed. I ain't got time for all them mind games. I don't know what that was about. All that going into private and all that kind of stuff. Ain't nobody got time for them mind games. That for real, for real. What you're doing, it's still going backwards. Still going backwards. That's the people who don't believe that the Most High is on the way. That's the people who claim the Most High and they on their bull crap. You, just like everybody else, you will not be saved playing mind games. Mind games is a sin. If you still playing YouTube mind games, you is no better than somebody sending and taking hostages. If you doing YouTube hostages, you taking YouTube hostages. Ain't nobody got time for them mind games. I just unsubbed for the last time. That's the last time. They'll know who I'm talking about. Ain't nobody got time for that. You done got the word and got the between you and Philly sand cheese steak and all that, and y'all still on your mind games. You just watch. Watch. I'm drinking some alkaline Swiss Miss. I'm drinking some alkaline Swiss Miss. Okay, so here's an update. I found a book, right? I love to stop in these little library houses, these little library donation books. But I could rarely find a book that appeals to me. And I found a book, when I tell you, as a matter of fact, I'm going to take a picture and put it in the, but I want to read this book online so bad, and I don't normally do this. I went to Jonathan Haidt. I went to his page, this doctor, and I asked him, can I read his book online? I asked for permission. Y'all know I don't normally do that. But because I want to read this whole book, I went through and scanned through and was so captivated. But I feel like I can learn a lot. And while I wait on God's return, I would love to make this one of my sessions on my YouTube. The title of the book is The Righteous Mind. Why good people are divided by politics and religion. And I'm telling you, it's like somebody just put the book in there brand new just for me. Like they seen me coming and they said, hurry up and stick it in there because you know she's going to stop. I'm telling you, it don't even look like it got dirty fingerprints on it. Like nobody ever licked a page. Like I'm telling you, practically, I'm talking about literal crisp, brand new. And it's a white pages, so you could tell like ain't nobody opened it and read. I don't know. I don't want to say that about his book. But I feel like somebody put it in there just for me. So, see, look. Clean. It's so sunny. You can't really. There go my alkaline Swiss Miss. Look at that. Look. I literally asked for permission. I asked, look, that sun is bright. Woo. Can y'all see the sun? Can't see that bright sun, can you? I can't even tell if the camera going to the sun, but look. I want to get permission. So I emailed and asked for permission. Huh? To read this book online. You can't make a dog happy by forcibly wagging its tail. And you can't change people's mind by utterly refuting their arguments. How to win an argument. Let me tell you some of the chapters, the title of some of the chapters. Where does morality come from? The liberal consensus. Vote for me. Here's why. We lie, cheat, and justify so well that we honestly believe we're honest. Beyond weird morality. Huh? I want to read this book online, boy, so bad, huh? And I don't want to run into any issues. So I purposely went and asked for permission. Hello, how are you? Oh, okay. Oh, you the one been going through checking them dates and stuff and bringing them out here?
Huh?
You been bringing it? That was your box that you brought out here earlier too?
This one I got out. It's out of date.
Oh, okay.
So I brought it back.
I see. I saw that earlier. I looked in the box. I was like, oh, that's out of date. I looked at all of it. I said, oh, they out of date now. My stuff.
All of date.
Yeah, mine.
It's since 2021. 22.
Uh-oh.
Out of stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, good though.
Yeah, all right, you too. Okay, so why good people are divided by politics and religion. I want to read this book. I want to read this book online. But now I'm going to go over to what I was doing earlier. And I changed my mind about reading Ezekiel 41. I'm going to read Ezekiel 47. Okay? The river of healing. The river of healing. And there's some words in here that I'm going to look up for later. Uh-oh, my battery about to die. Then he brought me back to the door of the temple. I saw a stream flowing eastward from beneath the temple and passing to the right of the altar. That is, on its south side. So the right of the altar, on the south side, I saw a stream flowing eastward from beneath the temple, passing to the right of the altar that is on its south side. Then he brought me outside the wall through the north passage and around the eastern entrance, where I saw a stream flowing along the south side of the eastern passageway. Measuring as he went, he took me 1,500 feet east along the stream and told me to go across. There's that measurement again. Remember, the measurement of the throne is supposed to be 1,500 feet in each direction. So at that point, the water was up to my ankles. He measured off another 1,500 feet and told me to cross again. This time, the water was up to my knees. 1,500 feet after that, it was up to my waist. Another 1,500 feet, and it had become a river so deep that I wouldn't be able to get across unless I were to swim. It was too deep to cross on foot. He told me to keep that in mind. Keep in mind what I had seen. Then led me back along the bank. And now, to my surprise, many trees were growing on both sides of the river. He told me this river flows east through the desert and the Jordan Valley to the Dead Sea, where it will heal the salty waters and make them fresh and pure. Everything touching the water of this river shall live. Fish will abound in the Dead Sea, for its waters will be healed. Whenever this water flows, everything will live. Wherever this water flows, everything will live. Fishermen will stand along the shores of the Dead Sea, fishing all the way from En-Gedi to En-Eglaim. That's what I want to look up. I want to look up what En-Gedi or Jedi and En-Eglaim. And remember, the Dead Sea, nothing lives in the Dead Sea. So the Dead Sea is going to be a sign. When the Dead Sea becomes fresh water, that's going to be another sign. The shores will be filled with nets drying in the sun. The fish of every kind will fill the Dead Sea, just as they do the Mediterranean. But the marshes and swamps will not be healed. They will still be salty. All kinds of fruits and trees will grow along the riverbanks. The leaves will never turn brown and fall, and there will always be fruit. There will be new crop every month without fail, for they are watered by the river flowing from the temple. The fruit will be their food, and the leaves for medicine. The Lord says, here's the instructions for dividing the land to the 12 tribes of Israel. The tribe of Joseph, Ephraim, and Manasseh shall be given in 2 sections. Otherwise, each tribe will have an equal share. I promised with hand raised in oath of truth to give the land to your fathers, and you shall inherit it now. The northern boundary will run from the Mediterranean toward Hethlon, then on through Labway to Zedad, then to Berathoth and Sibraim, which are on the border between Damascus and Hamath, and finally Hazer Hattikon, on the border of Haran. So the northern border will be from the Mediterranean to the Hazar Enan, and the border with Hamath to the north and Damascus to the south. The eastern border will run south of Hazaron and Mount Haran, where it will bend westward to the Jordan at the south tip of the Sea of Galilee, and down along the Jordan River, separating Israel from Gilead, past the Dead Sea to Tamar. The southern border will go west from Tamar to the springs of Meribeth Kadesh, and then follow the course of the book of Egypt, Wadi El Aresh, to the Mediterranean. On the west side, the Mediterranean itself will be your boundary, from the southern boundary to the point where the northern boundary begins. Divide the land within these boundaries among the tribes of Israel. Distribute the land as an inheritance for yourselves and for the foreigners who live among you with their families. All children born in the land, whether or not their parents are foreigners, are to be considered citizens and have the same rights your own children have. Hey there.
You ate some today?
Yeah, I did. Thank you. I appreciate it. All right, I appreciate it. Thank you. All these immigrants are to be given the land according to the tribe where they now live. Greater light.